A musician disappears in the snow. His house is empty. No food, no heat, no hope. But his neighbor knew this would happen. She tried to warn him. He didn't listen. This is a mystery story created for English listening and shadowing practice. I will speak slowly and clearly. You can pause the video and repeat at your own pace. This is not just a story about winter. It is a story about choices, consequences, and second chances. If you enjoy learning English with meaningful stories like this, subscribe to the channel. This helps me create more stories to help you improve your English naturally. Now, let's begin. Chapter 1. The Summer Days. The town of Meadowbrook was beautiful in summer. Green fields stretched for miles. Flowers bloomed everywhere. Birds sang in the trees. And in the center of town, there was a small house where a musician lived. His name was Marcus Reed. Marcus was 28 years old. He had curly brown hair, bright blue eyes, and a guitar that never left his side. Every day, Marcus would sit on his porch and play music. He played jazz, he played blues, he played rock. People walking by would stop and listen. Some would clap, some would dance, some would throw coins into his guitar case. Marcus would smile and say, "Thank you, friends. Enjoy the music." He was happy. Life was easy in summer. The sun was warm. Food was cheap at the market, and Marcus made just enough money from his music to pay for everything he needed. Well, almost everything. His neighbor, Anna Chen, owned a small farm next to his house. Anna was 45 years old. She was strong and hard-working. Every morning she woke up at 5 and worked in her fields. She planted vegetables, she fixed her fences, she prepared for winter. One hot afternoon in July, Anna walked past Marcus's house. He was on his porch playing a beautiful song. His eyes were closed. He was lost in the music. Anna stopped. "Marcus," she called. He opened his eyes and smiled. "Anna, good afternoon. Want to hear a new song?" "No, thank you. I'm working." Marcus laughed. "You're always working. It's summer. Relax." "Someone has to work. Winter is coming." "Winter?" Marcus looked at the blue sky. "Winter is months away. Why worry about it now?" Anna shook her head. "Because if you don't prepare now, you'll suffer later." "Marcus, when was the last time you fixed your roof?" Marcus thought about it. "I don't know. A year ago." "There are holes in it. I can see them from my field. When winter comes, snow will get inside." "I'll fix it later." "And your firewood, do you have any?" "No, but I can buy some when I need it." "Firewood is expensive in winter. Everyone wants it. You should collect it now while it's free in the forest." Marcus waved his hand from Anna. "You worry too much. I'll be fine. I always am." "Marcus, I'm serious. Winter here is hard. Very hard. If you don't prepare..." "I'll prepare. Just later. Right now, I want to enjoy summer. Life is short. Music is beautiful. Why waste time worrying?" Anna looked at him for a long moment. "I hope you're right, Marcus. I really do." She walked away. Marcus watched her go and shrugged. Then he started playing again. The summer continued. Marcus played music every day. He made money, not a lot, but enough. He spent it on food, on new guitar strings, on going to the town bar with his friends. "Marcus, you're so talented," his friends would say. "You should be famous." Maybe one day, Marcus would laugh. But for now, I'm happy right here. One evening in August, Anna walked past his house again. Marcus was still on the porch, playing for a small crowd. She waited until he finished. "Marcus, can we talk?" "Sure. What's up?" "Have you started preparing for winter yet?" Marcus groaned. "Anna, not this again." "Yes, this again. It's important. Look at your house. The roof still has holes. Your windows are cracked. You have no firewood, no stored food, nothing." I know. I'll get to it." "When?" "Soon." "Marcus, soon isn't good enough. September is next week, then October, then winter. Time moves fast." "I have time." Anna sighed. "I'm going to the forest tomorrow to collect firewood. Come with me. I'll show you how." "I can't. I have a gig at the bar." Marcus: "Anna, I appreciate your concern. Really, I do. But I'm an adult. I can take care of myself." Anna stared at him. "I hope so. Because winter doesn't care if you're ready or not. It comes anyway." She walked away. Marcus felt a little guilty, but only a little. He went back to his guitar. Chapter 2. The Warning Signs. September arrived. The air became cooler. The leaves started changing colors: red, orange, yellow. The town of Meadowbrook was beautiful, but Marcus noticed something. The crowds on his porch were getting smaller. People weren't stopping to listen anymore. They were busy, preparing. He saw his neighbors fixing their roofs, chopping firewood, storing food in their basements. Everyone was working, everyone except Marcus. "I still have time," he told himself. But deep down, a small voice was whispering, "Do you?" One afternoon, Marcus went to the market. He needed to buy food, but when he got there, he was shocked. The prices had gone up. A loaf of bread that used to cost $2 now cost $4. A bag of rice that used to cost $5 now cost $8. "Why is everything so expensive?" Marcus asked the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper, an old man named Mr. Peterson, looked at him with tired eyes. "Because winter is coming, son. Everyone is buying supplies. When demand goes up, prices go up too. That's not fair. Fair or not, that's how it works. You should have bought your supplies when they were cheap." In summer, Marcus left the market with only half the food he needed. His wallet was almost empty. He walked home slowly, thinking, maybe Anna was right. Maybe he should have prepared earlier. When he got home, Anna was in her field, harvesting the last of her vegetables. Marcus walked over to her. "Anna." She looked up. "Marcus, are you okay? You look worried." I went to the market. Everything is so expensive now." "I know. That's why I planted my own food. I don't need to buy from the market." Marcus looked at her fields. They were full of potatoes, carrots, onions, squash, enough to last months. "I wish I had done that," he said quietly. "It's not too late," Anna said. "You can still prepare. October just started. You have a few weeks." "What should I do?" Anna put down her basket. "First, fix your roof. If water and snow get inside, your whole house will be ruined. Second, collect firewood. As much as you can, you'll need it to stay warm. Third, buy food. Not fresh food. Things that last. Rice, beans, canned goods. And fourth, fix your windows. Cold air will come through the cracks and freeze you. Marcus listened carefully. That sounds like a lot of work. It is, but if you don't do it, winter will be very hard for you. Marcus nodded. Okay, I'll start tomorrow. Good. If you need help, let me know. Thank you, Anna, she smiled. That's what neighbors are for. But Marcus didn't start the next day, or the day after that. He told himself he would. But something always came up. A friend invited him to a party. A bar wanted him to play music. The weather was nice and he wanted to enjoy it. Days turned into weeks, and Marcus did nothing. One night in late October, Anna knocked on his door. Marcus opened it. Anna, hi. Marcus, have you started preparing yet? Marcus looked down. Not yet. Not yet. Anna's voice was sharp now. Marcus, it's almost November. Winter will be here in weeks. I know. Then why haven't you done anything? I don't know. I guess I kept thinking I had more time. Anna took a deep breath. Marcus, I've tried to help you. I've warned you again and again, but you don't listen. You just keep playing your guitar and hoping everything will be okay. Music is my life, Anna. And survival is everyone's life. You can't eat music. You can't burn it to stay warm. You can't live inside a song. Marcus felt anger rising. Why do you care so much? Why can't you just leave me alone? Anna looked hurt. Because I'm your neighbor, because I'm your friend, and because I don't want to see you suffer. But you're right. It's your life. Your choice. I've done everything I can. The rest is up to you. She turned and walked away. Marcus closed the door. He felt guilty and angry and scared, but he still didn't do anything. What do you think will happen to Marcus? Comment below. Chapter 3. The First Snow. November arrived. The temperature dropped. The trees were bare now. All the leaves had fallen. And one morning, Marcus woke up to see white outside his window. Snow. The first snow of winter. It was beautiful, but it was also terrifying, because Marcus wasn't ready. He got out of bed and immediately felt the cold. His house had no heat. He went to his fireplace. Empty. No firewood. I'll go to the store and buy some, he thought. He got dressed and walked to town, but when he got to the store, his heart sank. There was a long line. Everyone was buying firewood. Marcus waited for 2 hours. When it was finally his turn, the shopkeeper said, "That'll be $50 for one bundle." $50? That used to be $10. That was in summer. This is winter. Take it or leave it. Marcus looked at his wallet. He had $60 left. That was all the money he had until someone hired him to play music again. "I'll take one bundle," he said quietly. He carried it home. It was heavy. By the time he got back, he was exhausted and freezing. He made a fire in his fireplace. It felt wonderful, but he knew the truth. One bundle wouldn't last long. Maybe 3 days. Then what? That night, the temperature dropped even more. Marcus could see his breath inside his house. He wore every piece of clothing he owned. 2 shirts, 2 sweaters, 2 pairs of pants, a coat, a hat, gloves. He looked ridiculous. But he was still cold. He looked out his window at Anna's house. Her chimney was smoking. She had heat. She had food. She was safe. Marcus felt a deep sadness and regret. Why didn't he listen? The next day, Marcus went to look for work. He went to every bar, every restaurant, every store. Do you need a musician? Everyone said the same thing. Not right now. Winter is slow season. No one wants entertainment. They just want to stay warm. Marcus walked home with his guitar on his back, feeling hopeless. When he got home, he checked his pantry. Almost empty. A box of crackers, 1 can of soup, some old bread. That was it. I'll make it last, he told himself. But he knew it wasn't enough. 3 days later, the firewood ran out. Marcus tried to stay warm by wrapping himself in blankets, but it didn't help much. He was shivering constantly. His fingers hurt, his toes hurt, everything hurt. He looked at his guitar and thought about burning it. No, he said out loud, I can't. It's all I have. That night, he barely slept. The cold was too intense. And then he heard a knock on his door. At first, he thought he imagined it, but it came again. Knock, knock, knock. Marcus stumbled out of bed and opened the door. It was Anna. She was holding a basket. Marcus, I brought you some food and firewood. Marcus stared at her. Anna, Don't say anything. Just take it. She handed him the basket. Inside was bread, cheese, potatoes, carrots, a jar of soup, and several pieces of firewood. Marcus's eyes filled with tears. Why are you doing this? I didn't listen to you. I was rude to you. Because you're my neighbor, Anna said simply, and because everyone deserves help, even when they make mistakes. I don't deserve this. Maybe not, but I'm giving it anyway. Marcus, I can't keep bringing you supplies. I don't have enough for both of us all winter long. But I can give you this, and I can give you advice. Tomorrow you need to go to the community center. They're looking for workers. Snow shoveling, roof clearing, hard work, but it pays. Take the job, save the money, buy what you need, and most importantly, learn from this next summer. Don't make the same mistake. Marcus nodded, tears streaming down his face. I will. I promise. Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. Anna smiled. You're welcome. Now go inside, make a fire, eat some food, get warm. Tomorrow is a new day. She walked away. Marcus watched her go, feeling something he hadn't felt in weeks, hope. Chapter 4. The Hard Lessons. The next morning, Marcus woke up early. He made a fire with the wood Anna gave him. He ate some of the food, and then he got dressed and walked to the community center. There was a sign outside. Winter workers needed. Snow removal, roof clearing, firewood delivery. $15 per hour. Inquire inside. Marcus went inside. A woman at the desk looked up. Can I help you? I'm here about the job. Have you done this kind of work before? No, but I'm willing to learn. The woman studied him. You look thin. This is hard work, physical work. Can you handle it? I need to handle it, Marcus said. I don't have a choice. The woman nodded. All right. Report tomorrow at 6 a.m. Bring gloves and warm clothes. You'll be working outside all day. Thank you. Marcus left the community center feeling nervous. He had never done physical labor before. His whole life, he had relied on his music, but music couldn't save him now. The next morning, Marcus showed up at 6 a.m. There were 10 other workers. All of them looked strong and experienced. Marcus felt out of place. The supervisor, a large man named Frank, handed everyone shovels. All right, people. We've got 20 houses to clear today. Driveways, sidewalks, roofs, let's move. They got into trucks and drove to the first house. Frank pointed to the driveway. Marcus, you're with me. Start shoveling. Marcus grabbed his shovel and started working. At first, it wasn't too bad, but after 15 minutes, his arms started hurting. After 30 minutes, his back started hurting. After an hour, everything hurt. He wanted to quit. But he thought about his empty house, his empty pantry, the cold nights ahead, and he kept shoveling. By the end of the day, Marcus was exhausted. His whole body ached. His hands were covered in blisters. But he had earned $120. Frank handed him the cash. Not bad for your first day. You're slow, but you didn't quit. That counts for something. Will you need me tomorrow? If you can handle it, yeah, same time. Marcus nodded. I'll be here. He walked home slowly, every step painful. When he got home, he collapsed on his couch. He wanted to sleep forever, but he couldn't. He needed to eat. He heated up some of the soup Anna gave him and ate it slowly. It was the best thing he had ever tasted. After eating, he lay down and thought about his life. He had spent the summer playing music, enjoying himself, not worrying about the future. And now he was paying the price. Literally. Every dollar he earned went to survival. Food, firewood, rent. There was nothing left over. No fun, no music, no joy. Just work, and cold, and exhaustion. I was such a fool, he whispered to himself. Chapter 5. The Turning Point. Weeks passed. Marcus worked every day, shoveling snow, clearing roofs, delivering firewood. It was brutal. But slowly, he started to change. His body got stronger. His hands became calloused. He learned how to pace himself. And he started saving money. Not much, but enough to buy food, enough to buy firewood, enough to survive. One evening in December, he was walking home from work when he saw Anna. She was carrying groceries. Anna, she turned. Marcus, how are you? I'm surviving. Thanks to you. I didn't do much. You did the hard part. You gave me hope when I had none. That's everything. Anna smiled. I'm glad you're doing better. I see you working every day. I'm proud of you. Those words hit Marcus hard. No one had ever told him they were proud of him. Not for working, only for playing music. Anna, I want to pay you back for the food and firewood you gave me. You don't need to. Yes, I do. It's important to me. Anna looked at him carefully. All right, but not money. Come to my house next week. Help me fix my fence. That's payment enough. Deal. The next week, Marcus went to Anna's house on his day off. They worked together, repairing the fence that had been damaged by the snow. As they worked, they talked. Anna, can I ask you something? Of course. Why do you work so hard? You're always preparing, always planning ahead. Don't you ever just relax? Anna smiled. I do relax, but only after my work is done. Marcus, I learned something a long time ago. Life is unpredictable. Bad things happen. Storms come. Winter comes. Problems come. If you're not ready, you suffer. But if you prepare, if you work hard when times are good, then when times are bad, you survive. And not just survive. You can even help others, like you helped me. Exactly. I didn't help you to make you feel bad. I helped you because I could, because I prepared. And now you're learning to prepare too. Marcus nodded slowly. I am. But I feel like I lost something. What? My music. I used to play every day. Now I'm too tired, too busy. I haven't touched my guitar in weeks. Anna stopped working and looked at him. Marcus, you didn't lose your music. You just had to put it aside for a while. But winter doesn't last forever. Spring will come. And when it does, you'll play again. But this time you'll play as someone different, someone stronger, someone wiser, someone who knows that music is beautiful. But survival comes first. Marcus felt tears in his eyes. Thank you, Anna, for everything. You're welcome. Now let's finish this fence. It's getting cold. Chapter 6. The Darkest Hour. January came. It was the coldest month. The snow was deep, the wind was fierce, and Marcus was struggling. Even though he was working, even though he was earning money, it wasn't enough. The prices kept going up. Firewood was now $80 per bundle. Food was more expensive every week, and Marcus's house was falling apart. One night, during a terrible snowstorm, part of his roof collapsed. Snow poured into his living room. Marcus stared at the hole in horror. No, 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 no. He tried to cover it with a tarp, but the wind kept ripping it off. He tried to nail boards over it, but he didn't have the right tools. Finally, he gave up and moved everything into his bedroom. It was the only room that was still intact. He sat on his bed, wrapped in every blanket he owned, shivering. He looked at his guitar in the corner. It was covered in dust. He hadn't played it in months. Maybe I should sell it, he thought. I could get money for it, buy more firewood, more food, fix the roof. But the thought made him sick. His guitar was the only thing he had left from his old life, the life where he was happy, where he was free. If he sold it, he would have nothing. That night, Marcus made a decision. He couldn't live like this anymore. He needed help, real help. The next morning he went to Anna's house and knocked on her door. She opened it, surprised. Marcus, it's 6 a.m. What's wrong? My roof collapsed. I don't have enough money to fix it. I don't have anywhere else to go. Anna, I'm asking you, can I stay here just until spring? I'll work for you. I'll do anything, please. Anna looked at him. His face was thin. His eyes were desperate. She could have said no. She had every right to, but instead, she opened the door wider. Come in. You must be freezing. Marcus almost collapsed with relief. Thank you. Thank you so much. Don't thank me yet. If you're staying here, you work. You help with the animals. You chop firewood. You clean, understand? Yes, anything. Good. Now sit down, I'll make you breakfast. You look like you haven't eaten in days. Marcus sat at her table, feeling warmth for the first time in weeks. Chapter 7. Finding Purpose. Living with Anna changed Marcus. Every day he woke up at 5 a.m. He helped her feed the animals, chickens, goats, 2 cows. He learned how to collect eggs, how to milk a cow, how to fix a broken fence in the snow. It was hard work, but it was also satisfying. For the first time in his life, Marcus felt useful, not because he was entertaining people, but because he was helping, contributing, making a difference. One evening, after a long day of work, Marcus and Anna sat by the fireplace. Anna, can I ask you something? Sure. Why do you live like this? Alone, on a farm, working every day. Don't you ever want more?" Anna smiled. "I have everything I need, Marcus. A warm house, food, animals, purpose. What more could I want? I don't know. A family, friends, adventure. I had those things once, a long time ago. I was married. We had dreams of traveling the world, but my husband got sick. We spent all our money on doctors, and in the end he still died. After that, I realized something. The world is unpredictable. You can't control what happens, but you can control how prepared you are. So I bought this farm. I learned to be self-sufficient, and now, no matter what happens, I know I'll be okay." Marcus was quiet for a moment. "I'm sorry about your husband." "Thank you. It was a long time ago. I've made peace with it. But don't you get lonely?" Anna looked at him. "Sometimes. But then someone like you comes along, someone who needs help, and I realize I'm not alone. I'm part of a community, and that's enough." February came. The coldest part of winter was over. The days were getting longer, and Marcus was getting stronger, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally. He started playing his guitar again, not for money, not for crowds, just for himself and for Anna. One evening after dinner, he picked up his guitar and started playing, a slow, gentle melody. Anna stopped washing dishes and listened. When he finished, she clapped. "That was beautiful, Marcus." "Thank you, I wrote it for you." "For me?" "Yes. It's called The Winter's Lesson." Anna smiled, tears in her eyes. "Play it again." He did. And for the first time in months, Marcus felt happy. What lesson do you think Marcus learned? Keep watching. Chapter 8, The Thaw. March arrived. The snow started melting, the sun stayed out longer, birds returned, spring was coming, and Marcus knew it was time to go back to his house. "Anna, I can't thank you enough for everything you've done, but it's time for me to go home." Anna nodded. "I understand. Your roof needs fixing, your house needs work. But Marcus, you're different now. I think you can handle it. I am different because of you." Anna shook her head. "Not because of me, because of you. You chose to change. You chose to learn. You chose to survive. I just gave you a place to do it." Marcus hugged her. "I'll never forget this." "Good. And Marcus?" "Yes. Don't forget the lesson. Prepare in summer, survive in winter, always." "I won't." Marcus went back to his house. It was in bad shape. The roof had a hole. The windows were broken. Everything was a mess. But Marcus didn't feel despair. He felt determination. He spent the next month fixing everything. He patched the roof. He replaced the windows. He cleaned every room. And he did something new. He planted a garden, potatoes, carrots, beans, squash, just like Anna. He also went to the forest and collected firewood. Bundle after bundle, he stacked it behind his house, enough for next winter and the winter after that. One afternoon in April, Anna came to visit. She looked at his house, at his garden, at his firewood, and she smiled. "You did it." "I did. Thanks to you." "No, Marcus. Thanks to you. You learned. You changed. You grew. That's all anyone can ask. Marcus looked at her. Anna, I want to do something for you. What? I want to play music again, but this time, not just for fun. I want to teach people. Teach them that life needs balance, work and play, preparation and joy, survival and art. Will you help me? Anna thought about it. How? Come with me to the community center. Let's create a program, music lessons for kids, but also life lessons. How to prepare for winter, how to grow food, how to work hard. We'll teach them both. Anna's eyes lit up. I like that idea. When do we start? Today. Chapter 9. The New Beginning. Marcus and Anna went to the community center. They talked to the director, a woman named Mrs. Lopez. We want to start a program, Marcus explained. Music and life skills for kids and teenagers. Mrs. Lopez listened carefully. That's an interesting idea. What made you think of it? Marcus looked at Anna. I learned the hard way that talent isn't enough. You need to know how to survive, how to prepare, how to work. I want to teach the next generation so they don't make the same mistakes I did. Mrs. Lopez nodded. I like it. When can you start? Next week. The program started small. 5 kids showed up the first day. Marcus taught them guitar. Anna taught them gardening. The kids were confused at first. Why do we need to learn about plants? One boy asked. I want to be a musician. Because, Marcus said, music feeds your soul, but plants feed your body. You need both. Slowly, the kids understood, and word spread. More kids came, then teenagers, then even some adults. Within 2 months, the program had 30 students. Marcus taught music 3 days a week. Anna taught gardening and survival skills 2 days a week. And together, they taught something more important, balance. One Saturday, Marcus was teaching a guitar class when a familiar face walked in. Frank, the supervisor from the snow removal job. Frank, what are you doing here? Frank smiled. I heard about your program. Thought I'd check it out. Marcus, I watched you struggle last winter. I saw you show up every day, even when you were exhausted. You impressed me, and now you're helping others. That takes courage. Thank you, Frank. That means a lot. I was wondering, could I help? Help how? I could teach a class on home repair, fixing roofs, sealing windows, things people need to know before winter. Marcus's face lit up. That would be perfect. And so the program grew. Frank taught home repair. Mrs. Lopez taught budgeting. Even the local doctor came to teach first aid. The community was coming together, learning from each other, helping each other. And it all started because one musician learned a hard lesson. Chapter 10, Full Circle. Summer returned to Meadowbrook. The fields were green again, flowers bloomed, birds sang, and Marcus sat on his porch playing his guitar. But this time, things were different. His house was repaired. His garden was growing. His firewood was stacked. He was ready. Kids from the program would walk by and wave. Hi, Mr. Reed. Hi, Marcus, he would wave back, smiling. One afternoon, Anna came to visit. She sat on the porch steps, listening to him play. When he finished, she clapped, You're better than ever. I had time to practice and a reason to keep going. I'm proud of you, Marcus. I'm proud of me too. And I'm grateful to you. We helped each other. That's what neighbors do. Marcus looked at the town, at the fields, at the sky. Anna, I used to think summer was for fun and winter was just something that happened. But now I understand. Summer is for preparation. Winter is the test. And if you do the work, you pass. Anna smiled. That's the wisest thing you've ever said. They sat together, enjoying the warm afternoon. Two neighbors, two friends, two people who learned that survival and joy can exist together. Epilogue, the moral. 10 years after that terrible winter, Marcus stood in front of a crowd of 200 people at the community center. It was the anniversary celebration of his program. Thank you all for coming, Marcus began. 10 years ago, I was a fool. I thought talent was enough. I thought summer would last forever. I thought I could ignore the warnings, and I almost died because of it. But someone saved me, not by doing everything for me, but by teaching me how to save myself. Her name is Anna Chen, and she taught me the most important lesson of my life. Prepare in summer, survive in winter, always. The crowd applauded. Marcus continued. But the lesson goes deeper than that. Life has seasons. Sometimes you're in summer. Things are good. You're happy. You're successful. That's when you prepare. Not because you're pessimistic, but because you're wise. You work, you save, you build. So that when winter comes, and it always comes, you're ready. But here's the secret most people don't know. Preparation doesn't kill joy. It creates it. When you're prepared, you're not afraid. When you're not afraid, you're free. Free to enjoy summer. Free to survive winter. Free to help others. Free to live. That's what this program is about. We teach art because art feeds the soul. We teach survival because survival protects the body, and together they create a life worth living. The audience stood and applauded for 5 minutes. Marcus looked at Anna. She was crying. He was crying too. After the ceremony, a young girl about 12 years old came up to Marcus. Mr. Reed, I have a question. What is it? My dad says people who worry about the future aren't living in the present. He says you should just enjoy life and not stress about tomorrow. What do you think? Marcus knelt down so he was eye level with her. I think your dad is right about one thing. You should enjoy life. Life is short. Life is precious. You should laugh. You should play. You should make music. But, and this is important, enjoying life and preparing for the future aren't opposites. They're partners. You can enjoy summer while also getting ready for winter. You can play music while also learning to garden. You can dream big while also building a foundation. It's not about choosing one or the other. It's about doing both. That's called balance. And balance is the key to a happy life. The girl smiled. I understand. Thank you, Mr. Reed. She ran back to her parents. Marcus stood up and looked at the sunset. It was beautiful, orange and pink and gold, just like that summer so many years ago. The summer he wasted. The summer that almost killed him, but also the summer that taught him the most important lesson of his life. The ant was right all along. Thank you for listening to this story. The moral is powerful and timeless. Prepare in summer, survive in winter, always. This isn't just about seasons, it's about life. When times are good, Don't waste them. Use them to build, to learn, to prepare, to grow. Because hard times will come. They always do. Loss, failure, struggle, pain. But if you've prepared, if you've built a foundation, if you've learned skills, you won't just survive, you'll thrive, and you'll be able to help others who are struggling, just like Anna helped Marcus. That's the cycle, that's the legacy, that's the lesson. Work hard when you can, save when you can, learn when you can, prepare when you can, because tomorrow is never guaranteed, but if you're ready, tomorrow can be beautiful. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to the channel, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and leave a comment. Have you ever had a winter moment in your life? A time when you weren't prepared? What did you learn? Thank you for watching. And remember, the best time to prepare for winter is when the sun is still shining. Don't wait until the snow falls. Start today. See you in the next story.